I don't see much Nash players nowadays. Look, because Fly Instinct, they haven't got their Lord and Savior Infiltration. Infiltration's been in the dark for a little bit, doing some other things, but... Okay, so it was right. Okay, true. I feel like butchering it, but if you say I haven't done it, okay, I'm glad I haven't. The one thing I don't like doing when I'm on commentary is if I say someone's name so randomly and then it's like, oh, I've said it wrong. But hopefully, it's making the effort to pronounce it correctly is the thing. But alright, so I'm looking at the other screen now, and it's a nice, substantial life lead here for Benny Best, going on the offensive, tracks Aerorockman in the corner, and he closes out the round clinically and emphatically there. Looking real good right now. He's hungry for that grand final spot. Maybe he just wants the best Venom on Tuesday here. But then both these players are going to run back, so... Alright, so... Alright, try to go for the crouching fist. Good with punish there with the back medium kick. I think it's called the Sobat kick. That move from Guile. Good back hard punch there. Remember, all Guile's crush counter buttons are hard punches, excluding a crush counter sweep, because that's a universal move. All the moves are stand hard punch, forward hard punch, and back hard punch. Those are all the crush counter buttons for Guile. They all have different follow-ups there as well. I see PXG Ice in the chat. Shoutouts to Ice. Always a pleasure to have him in the chat. Alright, good confirm there from Benny Best. Looks like he's going to close out the round here. I think he tries to go to the fuzzy guard, but it didn't work. But Aerorockman can still come back. Alright, maintaining the distance. Really good distance here. V-reversal as well. I respect it. Again. It's weird because... Wow, double KO. But it's irrelevant because that gave the round to Benny Best. Now, what these guys should do, they should do what Mortal Kombat does, or they should do what Guilty Gear does. Mortal Kombat, what they do is they take you by surprise. So if it's double KO, they give you 25% health back, but you don't really know it's happened. What Guilty Gear do is they make you replay the round. What Street Fighter does, it just rewards the round to both players, and if you're already one round up, then whoever won the first round wins. But shout out to double KOs. Not enough of them. They need to bring the hype in this game. A good crush counter there from Aerorockman, but it's too far to get a nice follow-up there, so... He could have thrown light Sonic Boom from that range. I think he could as well. Yeah, but he didn't, so... Alright. Oh, no anti-air there from Aerorockman. I thought he was going to add a flash kick charge, but he didn't. It should make you replay the round. Yeah, it should. Because whoever's mentally drained, well, you've got another round to play, and with double KOs, if both players are unhappy, you've really got to consider how did you get to that point in the first place? Why did the DKO show up on the screen? It's your own. It's both the players' fault, to be honest. But okay, good walk back there from Aerorockman. Good flash kick as well. Wow, that was exposed, and he's going to lose the round because of it. Yep. Damn, that was such a whiffed flash kick. Oh yeah, speaking of whiffed flash kicks, have you guys seen the video that Daigo done recently, where he was teaching Kuroda about the fireballs with Ryu, about the hurtbox shrinks at certain frames, and you can make certain moves whiff and whatnot? That was pretty cool. I didn't watch all of it. I should watch the rest of it when I get home, but it was a really interesting lesson. And when Professor Daigo comes out, boy, you are going to learn something. All right, good anti-air there from Benny Best. Using the back medium punch again. Remember, if your opponent is going to jump in at close range, back medium punch is your best friend. And there we go. Good stuff there from Aerorockman, bringing himself back into the set. Now, I really feel that Aerorockman, just like any other matchup for Guile, he can really control the ground game and make opponents walk into his buttons, make him jump into flash kicks. And look, if Cammy tries to use V-skill, you're pretty much relinquishing, 40% of your health because you're in a crush counter state anyway, so you should be careful. I know Aerorockman hasn't been too close to Cammy unless it's been for a combo, because Cammy's got a free frame button, so Benny Best could mash that out at will at any point in time. Good crush counter again. Damn. Yeah, look, this is hard for Cammy, man. I've seen ISDD and Hurricane play this a bit. So, all right, V-reversal again. I felt he didn't need to do that, but it is +2 on block, so I respect it as well. He's very liberal with his V-reversals, Aerorockman here. He's very reliant on them, and I guess no one's really forced his hand for him to use the V-trigger, multiple Sonic Booms on screen. It's a thing where he's confident where V-reversals will get him out of any situation, and they do. And what he's got to consider is, so what happens when your opponent normal recovers the V-reversal? What happens when they back recover? What happens when they block? Because when they block, most of the V-reversals outside of Cammy's are the -2. So you technically, you lose your turn. You're safe, but you lose your turn. So again, it's again, like I said at the start of this stream, I'll say it again, it's how people approach Guile. That's the hardest part, going up against this character. How do you get past A and B to get to C? Because he's got sonic booms that control the horizontal game. He's got flash hits that control the vertical game. That don't allow you to jump in. There you go, speak of the devil. And it's when you find that way in, you're going to get rewarded heavily. Trust me on that one. Because Guile's flash kicks are not invincible outside of the EX one. The regular ones are only upper body invincible. Sometimes Guiles do tend to panic on defense, but that's the thing they got. That's imperative for them. They have to work on the defense more than anything else because he's a solid character. You got to think of Guile as an impregnable fortress. It's hard to break down, but when you find cracks in the castle, trust me, you will find all the treasures and the loots. Shout out to RuneScape. I remember that game. I don't know if people are still playing that game, but hey, there's a lot of money involved in that game. Alright, so again, nice substantial life lead here. I just use Necalli Seismic all day. Well, you got a projectile from full screen, or projectile that goes from different ranges, Fly Instinct, so it's good for you. A character that hasn't got a projectile, it's harder for them to break the mold. And Cammy can't use her V-reversal to get in on Guile because it side switches, and that's kind of irrelevant. So Cammy's really looking for the EX dive kick as a point of entry. Maybe, you know, arbitrary jump every now and then to get in, but Guile is at the range and he's spaced up correctly where he's covered both those moves. So he just makes everything null and void for Cammy. And then when he gets a hit, it hurts, and he sends her back full screen. 900 vitality, plus getting sent back full screen. Oh boy. Hard work, man. Hard work. And look, Guile, it's not easy playing Guile. In my opinion, anyway. I know he has 2 specials since 1991, but it's not easy playing this character. At a high level, anyway. Alright, good confirm. Alright, tries to go for the cross-up meaty V-skill, but Aerorockman's V-reversals at the ready. I feel Benny best to try and bait those a little bit more. He hasn't been trying to bait them. I think he's just been allowing them to happen. Now, sometimes it's good, but again, I'll keep reciting the same lines. Pay attention to where it's knocking Benny Best back and how much space is generated between 2 players. Execution blunder on Benny Best's end. It's going to be 2-1 to Aerorockman. He's a first to 3, so if we don't see some adaptamentations from Benny Best, he's going to be knocked out. He's going to be placed in 3rd in this monthly tournament here. Aerorockman's comfortable. He's probably thinking what he's going to have for dinner. He's probably going to think like, look, can I just beat this Cammy so I can go get some food, fight Venom Tuesday, get bragging rights for this monthly event. So, do I think SF4 Guile is better than SF5 Guile? His booms recover so quickly in this game. You have to remember, right, Johnny Sweeps, this game, for most of the characters that were transitioning from 4 to 5 in this game, they're a lot more flexible because of the system and how the moves work, and frame data as well. Oh wow, good punish there from Benny Best. But ultimately, yes, I do think Guile is better in this game, but he had better defense in 4. Well, the players kind of showcase that. But in this game, he's a lot more flexible, got a lot more offensive tactics, and obviously there's crush counters implemented into this game, so I think he's a lot better in this game. He's a lot more enjoyable to watch. So, and he actually used V-Trigger. Damn, and the one time he used V-Trigger, he died. Well, what's that? What kind of dessert is that? That's not a reward. That's not desserts. It's like, come on now. I want to see some V-Trigger Sonics, but he just got bodied. But hey, he had V-Trigger in the corner and went for a flash kick. But look, it happens, man. It happens. Sometimes you get brain farts in this game, and this game does it to you pretty quickly. All right, good block. Okay, trying to go for the tick throw there, and he gets it successfully as well. Now remember, Cammy doesn't get anything off her throws in the neutral, but when she's in the corner, she gets some decent meaties. Because you really got to pay attention to the knockdown frames of moves in this game. Good back throw there. Yeah, you really got to pay attention to the knockdown frames of moves that grant a knockdown in this game. I've been learning it recently because, look, I'm not a perfect commentator, and all the other commentators you see on streams, they're not perfect commentators either, but knockdown frames are imperative to learn because what it does, it allows you to understand or have a better understanding and understand the rudimentary stuff for frame data in terms of what can I do to set up a perfect meaty timing, frame perfect stuff, or get a clean jump in, a safe jump. That's how things come about. Kill the frames, frame kill technique, to get the perfect meaty, and so on and so forth. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so we're going into the final game here. 2 apiece to the boys, and right now it's Benny Best that's got Aerorockman to the corner. Notice how Benny Best, or Cammy in general, what was that? I don't know what that was, but boy. Yeah, how quickly Cammy takes her opponents to the corner, damn. And how she quickly racks up stun, it's amazing. That's one of the enjoyable things about watching Cammy players, is how quickly they send their opponents to the corner, and how quickly the stun racks up, so. Alright, so we're looking at match point here for Benny Best. He's coming back with a vengeance. He's adapted really well. But now it's time for Aerorockman to show his adaptamentation skills and see if we can bring it down to the last round in this set between these two fierce combatants. Alright, good back medium punch again. You jumped at a really awkward range, but it's a fitting range for Cammy to anti-air you. And it looks like Aerorockman's content to find the corner, and he baits a DP, get the Guile. I was going to call it the Guile high kick. It is called the Guile high kick, isn't it? Yeah. I know it's down forward hard kick, but I think his actual name is Guile high kick. I think so. Alright, chasing him down. Activates V-trigger. This is what I want to see. Now, he kind of manipulate the screen with multiple booms on screen, but he's kind of expended it very quickly. That was so quick. Didn't get a chance to do the loops, but, you know, it wasn't in the corner to do that, so. Alright, good buttons, good pokes. Good anti-air there from Aerorockman. We are going down to the last round, ladies and gents. Looking real good. Where's the mix-ups? No mix-ups, because Benny Best has had such an offensive game, and his pressure's been so on point that Aerorockman hasn't had a chance to probably even consider mix-ups in V-trigger state, so. And it's not always about mix-ups with that V-trigger, in actual fact. I'm not a Guile player, so I couldn't really tell you. But it's from what I've seen anyway. Wow, he went for the meaty spiral arrow, but he was just outside range, so it made it whiff. Alright, so again, the deficit between the two players ain't huge. Good reaction. And it was a counter hit flash kick as well, because he's on the V-skill to try and get in. And he activates V-trigger. Remember, he's only got 2 tries. Special moves in V-trigger Cammy. And if you want to be optimal with Cammy's V-meter, you need to have 1 bar of critical meter as well. That way you can spend it on 2 spiral arrows and then end the last one with the EX cannon spike. Alright. Oh, wow. No, don't do that. He wasn't on the ground for you to do that. Okay, looking bleak. Good anti-air flash kick as a counter hit as well. So now Aerorockman's in the driving seat. Nice, more than content, more than happy with throwing sonic booms from halfway across the screen. The horizontal game is now yours. Okay, Benny Best just walked into a sonic boom. It's hard.